Okay, now let's quickly go ahead and throw in our rough keyboard. Let's turn back on our wireframe and let's rename our mesh here to screen, like so. Now we have everything locked out and labeled. Let's create a new mesh. Let's zoom in here and we're going to get a square or cube and we're going to draw one right here, like that. Almost as wide as our keyboard or screen, but not quite. I'll go to my front view and make sure this is kindly even here in the middle, because our screen might not be completely even either. And let's give this some thickness, like so. And let's try to even it up on the bottom here. Okay, that's looking pretty decent, I guess. Let's go ahead and go to our edge mode and pull that edge down a little bit like that, like so. Okay, let's go ahead and go to polygon mode and we're going to run a couple. Well, let's go ahead and run a loop all the way around that. Let's hit the R key and let's scale in a little bit. I want to make sure it's the right size. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now let's go ahead and loop slice it and shore it up with our loop slices. I'm going to say Alt C with the count of 2, mode symmetry. We'll put one like that. We'll put one like that. And we'll put 2 up along that way. And now that seems to be holding fairly well. I think it still could use a little bit of shoring up there. Let's go ahead and select this edge. There we go. That helped out a lot. A lot of that's going to be hidden. So let's select these bottom polygons and delete them. And that will definitely hold our bottom edge there. Okay. So now we have this cheap generic stand here. We can run a loop slice, count of 1, 50% this way. And if you grab this edge and scale it in, it's going to give it that slight little beveled look like we're getting in the picture there. And it's up to you how much you want to make that happen. Okay. Okay. Now let's select this polygon. Let's work plane, align work plane to selection. Okay, let's select this cube and let's draw one out like this, about the size our keyboard is going to be. That's looking pretty good there. Yeah, okay, that's looking alright. Let's hit the spacebar to drop our tool. Alright, let's go ahead and select this top polygon, hit the B key to bevel it, and let's bevel it in. Like so. Shift click, pull it down a tad, shift click, pull it down, shift click. I like to give it enough edges to where it will hold tight. Okay. So now let's go ahead and run some loop slices to shore this up a little bit. We'll run one up this way. Count of 2, symmetry. And we'll run one up this way. Count of 2, symmetry. That was the wrong one. Like so. Okay, now we still need to run some around through here. Oops. Like so. And now our little keyboard stand is holding pretty good. Let's pull it out just a little bit from the wall there. Like so. Okay, there we go. Now all we got to do is place our keys in there, which is really easy. Let's select this. Let's align our work plane to selection. Let's get a cube, and let's just draw a little cube, like so. Bring it up, and there we go. Let's reset our work plane. Now all we got to do is go in here and shore this up like we do everything with count of 2 symmetry. We'll just run them along this way and this way and this way. And now that key is holding. Okay, so let's go ahead and select that, double click that. Let's go to our clone. Let's make sure our work plane is reset. Let's go to our duplicate tab. We'll hit clone, and how many copies we want to make. Well, I'll say 10 or 12. Click. Let's drag that across. Looks like 12 is a little much, so 10 will probably do it. Let's spread them out a little bit like that. Okay, now all I got to do is just select one polygon on each and double click the last one. Make sure my action center is local. W, and I'm going to pull it over like so. And we want to make sure that fits in there all nice and well. Okay, that's looking okay. Let's bring this one in a little bit. I'm going to bring this one in a little bit. And if you don't like these end ones, you can always just get rid of them. Like that. And if you want to, you can take this one, and just kill it. If you want to. Well, now we have all these. Let's go ahead and select one polygon of each. Double click the last one. We'll say clone. Make sure our action center is local. We'll say clone. We'll make 4 copies this time. Click. We'll drag it down. Like so. And as you can see, we need to take our buttons down just a little bit, and we could use our constrain to background command if we wanted to, but it's almost just as easy to take them, hit the W key in local mode, and just bring them on down till they touch. We could use constrain to background. It would make it quicker probably and easier, but I'm just going to do it like this. So I'm going to pull these down, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we got those in there, let's go ahead and select this polygon, work plane, align work plane to selection, and let's build our space bar. Right, like that. Like so. We'll reset our work plane, and we'll run our loop slices. Okay, there we go. So we're going to have to go ahead and give our keyboard and things a material. So let's give our keyboard stand, say material, we'll say STAND, stand. We'll give it a greenish color, like so. Maybe a little lighter than that. Like that, okay. Let's go back to our keyboard here. Let's double click it. Let's give it a material. We'll say keyboard holder. Just say keyboard. And we'll call it, we'll give it a gold color, orangey color. Like so. And now, let's go ahead And I'm going to hide these. That way I can just marquee select all of them. Material, we'll call it keys, and we'll give this a darker green. Unhide everything. Turn off our wireframe. Okay. Now we're done with our keyboard, and next time we're going to start work on one of these panels. Okay? Thanks for watching.